What happened after my roommates kicked me out for being too clean? So, my roommates kicked me out for being too clean. Yeah. Apparently, hygiene is now a hate crime. But don't worry, I didn't get mad. I got disinfectedly even. I moved into the shared apartment last year with 3 people. Tyler, the walking Red Bull, Jess, a yoga influencer with zero balance, and Brad, who looked like he hadn't met soap since the Obama administration. At first, it was fine. Until I realized these people didn't clean, they just rearranged dirt. The kitchen looked like a biology experiment that got out of hand. There was something growing in the fridge that waved at me one morning. And don't even get me started on the bathroom. I swear there was a smell that could legally qualify as a war crime. So I did what any normal human would do. I cleaned, I scrubbed, mopped, bleached. I even alphabetized the spices. Apparently, that's when I became the villain. One day Tyler comes home, sees me wiping the light switches, and goes, "Dude, this isn't a hospital." Jess accused me of disrupting the apartment's energy. Brad said my bleach vibes were making his plants die. They were plastic, by the way. 3 days later, I get a text. "Hey bro, we've decided it's not working out. You're too intense." Too intense? I was literally preventing the spread of plague. They gave me a week to leave, so I used it wisely. Here's where it gets dark. You ever heard the phrase, "Revenge is a dish best served clean"? I made that my motto. First, I removed all the cleaning supplies, not just mine, all of them. Bleach, sponges, paper towels, gone. The Swiffer? Disassembled like a hostage situation. Then, I sanitized my old room so thoroughly it smelled like a dentist's office. Everything else? Left as is. Except the dishwasher. I may or may not have left a small, open can of tuna behind the lower rack. For science. And let's just say I was curious about how long it would take for them to notice. Fast forward 3 weeks. I get a call from Jess. She starts with, "Hey, so, weird question, what's that smell?" Apparently, the tuna achieved sentience. The dishwasher became a biological weapon. Brad's plants started melting. And Tyler's Red Bull collection exploded from the humidity. They had to call pest control. Twice. By the time the landlord got involved, the damage was so bad they had to fumigate the entire apartment. I'm told it smelled like regret and citrus-scented death for days. Now I live alone in a pristine studio apartment. Everything is spotless. Even my anxiety has polished surfaces. Sometimes I imagine Tyler sneezing his lungs out in that toxic wasteland they used to call a kitchen. And when I do, I light a lemon-scented candle and whisper, "This one's for you, Mr. Proper." Moral: if someone calls you too clean, remember, you're not obsessive. You're just one tuna can away from justice.